for now, we're going to get to Deadpool 3, aka Multiverse of Madness. I'm hearing lots of stuff about this. I thought it'd be good to cover it off, just because, I think the last week there's been like a lot of rumors from decent sources that have come out. So basically, Deadpool 3 is meant to be similar in scale to Multiverse of Madness. The idea is that Deadpool and Wolverine, they are trying to escape the TVA, so they're going into different universes and such. So there's meant to be like alternate versions of the characters, like different Deadpools, different Wolverines, and multiverse cameos. Ben Affleck is rumored to be Daredevil. X-Men's rumored to come back. The old Fantastic Four is rumored to come back. So, yeah, I mean, I can say that on both of our behalf that Multiverse of Madness did not live up to the name Multiverse of Madness.
Definitely not.
Does this sound like it'll be Multiverse of Madness?
100% it does. And I think it's just going to be even more madness if Deadpool is the character doing it as well. I'd like to see different versions of Deadpool, as long as it's not different versions of Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Because like obviously, Ryan Reynolds has been a huge advocate for Deadpool, but if you're just getting different Deadpools as Ryan Reynolds, it's just the same Deadpool, really, So if you just have different actors like having takes as Deadpool, like whether they're shit or not, it's going to be like a 10, 30-second cameo. Yeah. Just it'll mess everything up so nicely. And I did hear rumors that there will be a lady Deadpool in there as well. That's rumored as well.
That'd be kind of cool.
So that goes. That's another spanner in the works for like Deadpool.
Yeah.
And like they could recreate that whole Spider-Man like pointing meme as well, but as Deadpool's, but obviously make it in a Deadpool-y, cringy way.
They definitely would do that, yeah.
Yeah. In terms of like all the Fantastic Four and like Ben Affleck coming back and stuff. Yeah, if you're traveling across the multiverse, you sort of need to have it, but like it's a bit like there's no excuses anymore for characters dying or stuff. Like Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow died, you can easily bring her back from another thing. Or these previous comic book films that we've seen in the past, they can easily just come back as like a little gateway.
So you don't like the multiverse existing for that reason, just to bring back
just for a nostalgia kick. I think that run or that part has ended for Marvel and MCU in particular. They had it with Avengers somewhat, and then Loki and Multiverse of Madness, and and I think that whole nostalgia bait now is just run out for them. They need to actually start progressing with the actual story rather than just having fan appeasing films after fan appeasing films. But see, DC's in a good sort of space because they haven't explored that, so they can go to that, just not through CGI.
For what's this, sorry?
DC, to have that nostalgia sort of bait sort of stuff.
I mean, they did it with Flash, and that I don't think they'll touch the multiverse again for a while.
They did it very badly with Flash, for sure. I did hear something that they offered Christian Bale to come back, and Bale said no.
Thank goodness he didn't, he made a good choice in hindsight.
But they would have been hype if he was. They probably would have been the highlights, to be honest.
That would be. I'm just imagining him like in George Clooney's role. It would have been like, oh my god, I would have been freaking out.
I would have been hyped if that was the case, but as soon as I saw George Clooney, I was like, oh.
No, I like George Clooney. He's cool. Yeah.
Oh, spoilers, by the way, but you guys aren't going to see it anyway, so who cares?
Yeah, exactly. We did just spoil it. But hey, it's been a couple of weeks now, and you guys aren't seeing it, so it's fair game.
The box office shows, so don't fucking come at us, all right?
Exactly. Yeah. I'm the same as you. I don't know, because I was looking at my ladder for most anticipated. I don't know if this moves the needle. It has moved the needle in terms of the ladder. We'll get to that later. But it took me a while to really come to that conclusion because, one, I feel left out when it comes to Multiverse Madness. Like, I was just bummed. Like, it was just nothing. In terms of the name Multiverse of Madness. And so when I hear this, I'm like, oh, this is sick. And then like, I think about it, and then like, I'm kind of over the multiverse nostalgia kind of things. But then I hear like, oh, the trying to escape the TVA, different universes. That could be a lot of fun. The Wolverine and Deadpool running away together. One very serious character and then one real funny character. Interesting dynamic. It could work. But then, like, I don't like the multiverse cameos always being from past movies.
Yeah.
I like things where, and I think Across the Spider-Verse did this very well when they go into universe and it's like Spider-Man India. It's just like a really unique, different version of the character that you haven't seen. Lady Deadpool, that's interesting. I like that. If there was like Fantastic Four, but you know, like they had like different powers or like they were just very different or like just interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Not stuff that I've seen before.
Mm-hmm.
We're already getting Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine. I think that's nostalgia enough.
That's a huge nostalgia thing as well.
And I do have very mixed feelings on that because Logan's probably the second greatest comic book movie of all time. No, Spider-Verse came out. Oh, that's good conversation now. But it's in the top 5, and I think that's a fair statement to make. And they close that character off perfectly. So I hope they don't do anything here that like conflicts with that. Yeah, exactly. But I guess the ultimate purpose of this movie is to get Deadpool into the MCU and escaping the TVA and running through different universes. I think it's a good way to do it. It's a clever, fun way that applies to Deadpool.
It's very Deadpool-y.
Yeah, I hope it's R-rated because those two characters going together.
Oh, it has to be R-rated.
Yeah,
like.
But how you don't interfere with Logan's ending, how you don't have Hugh Jackman as Wolverine in the MCU once the events of the movie are completed is going to be a tough call.
Unless it's like Deadpool in the Fox MCU universe, and then he goes to another multiverse, and it's a different version of Wolverine. So in Logan, that's technically part of the MCU. So he's dead in that universe. So he goes to another universe and he finds another Wolverine, and
so it's just Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, but a different
variant. I guess
it's kind of annoying. You don't want that.
I mean, it's the only way that you could probably tiptoe around.
But once all the events of the movie are over and everything transpires, Deadpool has to be in the MCU because Marvel owns him now.
Mm-hmm.
And Hugh Jackman's not going to be Wolverine in the MCU. So if those characters are together throughout the entirety of the movie, how do you like split them up at the end? Wolverine's going to be like, no, I'll stay here and you go there kind of thing. It would be, I don't know how that works, but we're going to find out.
That's why the variant thing's perfect because, you know, he's Wolverine will be like, I need to get back to my own universe now. And then Deadpool just does his thing.
Yeah. I guess so. It's gonna be a weird.
It's either movie. That or we see Hugh Jackman die again.
Yeah, and I imagine there's gonna be a lot of green screen and wires and stuff on the characters because the movie comes out in about 8 months, and they just started filming.
Yeah, so March. Because remember they pushed it up, not back.
Yeah, when they just started filming, and Captain America started filming ages ago, which is nearly finished filming.
Yep.
Doesn't make sense, but you know, with something like that, they're either going to have really bad CGI or the VFX artists are going to work 18 hours a day, 7 days a week until it releases.
To still have very bad CGI.
Yeah, probably will. Hopefully not. We'll see if they can actually deliver something good.